Okay. Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie right here, live from the spot. You already know. I don't have to introduce you this shoe because I mean, theoretically, I talked about this particular silhouette, which you could revisit it. Link down below if you haven't checked it out. It was almost a year ago. Yeah, LeBron 20 Christmas colorway. Let's get it. Let me just tell you guys this. Because the LeBron 21s just came out, I am going to describe to you guys and what I really think about performance wise from this particular shoe, especially in this colorway, because the Christmas colorway was actually no pun intended, a Christmas gift to myself. But obviously, because I actually like this colorway, am I in love with it? I would like to defer that, because I still prefer that pink colorway that he wore for the very first time. I think it was in the Summer League, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely, he recently wore it when he was training with Austin Reeves a couple days back, and that pink colorway is just so fire. It's clean. Let me just show you the shoe right away. And yes, I had to literally slide it off because I didn't want to have a hard time, especially it's sometimes kind of hard to get the shoe out, so I just had to do it before then. So here it is, the box, like I've shown you before, with the time machines. Here's the his logo there. Let me show you the case real quick. So here it is, of course, the Strive with the Line logo there, and then all the teams and the accomplishments that he had with those teams. And then here's the Nike Airs. You already know. I mean, like I said, box is dope. What also includes is this card over here, right? Yeah, Gambit. So here's the different types of technology, which contains Cushlon, Air Zoom, carbon fiber midfoot shank, lateral guardrail, and multi-directional outsole traction array. But the best technology within the LeBron 20s, pretty much my favorite part of this particular shoe would pretty much be the Air Zoom from both the front foot and the heel. As you can see, originally it came with the green lace, but you know, I had to change it with the red lace. I mean, come on, look how clean this is. Ooh. This is what the Christmas colorway is. I think this is a huge, and I really wholeheartedly say this, huge nod of the Kobe 6 Grinches, as you can see, just without the scales. And there's LeBron here as a little kid, which is pretty cool. And you know, I just thought with the green colorway, as when it was tied with this, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was not a huge fan of it, just because it has too much green to begin with. But I think it's still clean. But I just in my own personal opinion, I mean, with the red, it pops. It really pops a lot. And so here is the traction here, which is pretty much used. I used it like a couple times. Here's the tongue here, which is really cool. Here's that 20 with the red, with all this Christmas decorations. What another thing that I like to point out is the Christmas decorations here, or I think they're like orchids, right? But I know that this is what they use on the Christmas tree, so that's pretty cool there. And then here's that mid shank. What I like about it is that it's actually red, just to follow the theme of the Christmas itself. And then of course the Dunk Man. Here's the left part of the shoe. This is gonna be a different insole here. As you can see, this is pretty cool. And then of course everything about it, it's so cool. What I like about the swoosh too, this is 3M, right? The silver part, and then this is all more Christmas tree decorations, which is a pretty dope nod. And then of course the crown right here. Oh my god, it's so clean. I've always been sold with this colorway. I mean, I was highly impressed, especially when he wore it on the NBA court. When he wore this, I think it was last December, if I'm not mistaken, or like towards the end of November, but I know it was the beginning of December and whatnot. I was like, ooh, when is that coming out? And I got it. LeBron 20s overall are such an amazing shoe to play with. I think for the whole entire year, especially from last year, but I meant like from the time it was released till now, pretty much a year, right? LeBron 20s is pretty much the best basketball performance shoe in this decade alone. In my honest opinion, obviously I'm excluding Kobe's, and I know Kobe Pro Tour will always bring it, but in terms of like other athletes that are still continuously making silhouettes, right, or making, or continuing their line, this shoe right here in particular, LeBron 20s takes the mantle as of this moment. I mean, this plays like a Kobe, excluding the colorway. Obviously, like I said, it is highly influenced by the Kobe 6 Grinches, but in terms of silhouette wise, it is not an original idea per se, but it is a cool remix idea of what LeBron should have been doing since. I think what they took on is like, why not make the LeBron 16s but way better? Right? Because I think that was the one that actually started the low top, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. His line was not known for low tops. It was more mid highs or high tops in general, right? So when the LeBron 16s was bought in, it was a great idea, but the problem is it was not the fitting, but it was more of the bubbles. Remember that underneath the LeBron 16s, and the traction was just all over the place. And respectfully, I was really not a big fan of it. I did remember having one for sure. It was the red colorway, the very first one, I think. Like I said, it was really comfortable. But the problem is, I think the performance should have been way better. 17, 18, 19s, especially from lows, not a big fan of. And of course, not a lot of people were, they were just slightly disappointed on the latest silhouettes, and then until the LeBron 20s came out. And so, like, after a year, every time when I play ball too, I see guys playing 20s. Like, it's so crazy, great to see, because that's how you know that Nike did a great job. And after playing with this, man, it's fun to play. It true to size, maybe half a size down, if depending on your feet. Wholeheartedly mean this, that this is one of the best LeBron silhouettes of all time in his line. It's the best since the ones. The only flawed thing that I wish this line had, to be honest with you guys, they bring an ID version of LeBron 20s. Do you know how many sick colorways everybody could have done with this particular silhouette? Like, I mean, wholeheartedly, I think I would have been going crazy. If anything, I could have had like 3 or 4 of LeBron 20s. That's how good it is, y'all. But again, Nike, LeBron, into the all creators of the LeBron 20s, credit to those guys. What a phenomenon that this has been, and pretty much the best LeBron performance ever. If I'm crazy, please let me know, because again, a whole year of thinking about this, I'm telling you guys, it was hard. It was hard to debate, but it was pretty much worth it to the end. I enjoyed the zoom from the forefoot to the heel. It is very durable, it is very strong, very lightweight, very comfortable, because the cushion on this is so simple, yet it doesn't feel too thick, but it feels just right. Like, it's really padded, and I really love the feeling and how it molds to the feet. I really have fun with it every time. It really doesn't disappoint, and I'm so grateful to actually have the opportunity to ball up with LeBron 20s. It's so insane, especially how the grip holds up. And even though I'm not a fan, once again, not a fan of translucent, it really does bring it. And I really wholeheartedly say that if they ever approach with this in the next 10 or 15 years, it's way too soon to say, right? But if they ever think about like re-releasing this in the future, like why not for the next generation? It's a great shoe. It's a great shoe overall, and I'm so glad that LeBron had that state of mind. And I can see like he played with this shoe almost every game for sure, especially on the playoffs as well. So I cannot wait till I get the 21s for sure. That's definitely not a RoboCop per se, but I am very curious of how it performs just because of the mid-top level perception. But it does have the same technology, the same kind of outsole as the 20s does for sure. But overall, I highly doubt that it will perform like this or be as brilliant like this. But hey, it's still too soon to say right now. But enough said with that. Please let me know in the comments down below what you really think about the LeBron 20s overall. After a year pretty much since the 21s are already out officially. Do you think I over exaggerated with the favorites, especially performance wise or aesthetically wise? Or am I too crazy about that? Just please let me know, and I will wholeheartedly like your comments, or like your debates, like your concerns, and I welcome that. So enough said with that. Eddie out for now. Look forward to many more content. Let's go Spider-Man. Yeah, LeBron 20s, man, so fucking great. Whew, can't wait to talk about the other colorway. You already know. Eddie out. Whew.
You're gonna make this one. There you go. That's trash, bro. I want the bucket. That's all you're getting for time. Okay.